has a very strong, like, meaty aroma to it. It almost smells like liver. Rub that in the sauce. Good morning, everyone. It's Mark Wiens with migrationology.com in Rome, Italy. We had a quick breakfast at the hotel. Oh, Ying is already taking a nap. We're all packed up and we are checking out. We're gonna walk over to the metro, take the metro to Termini station. Then we're gonna take the bus to the airport. And today we are flying to Stockholm, Sweden. Thank you to the Marriott Grand Flora here in Rome for hosting us. This was a very short trip to Rome. It's barely even a taste of what Rome and of course what Italy has to offer, but it has definitely whet my appetite, and I am really hoping to come back to Italy in the future to travel to many of the other regions in Italy for the food. But that was a really good short trip. That just took about 15 minutes. We have arrived to Roma Termini station, and the buses, actually they're exactly where we got off the bus when we came from the airport. It's kind of on the side of Termini station.
6:30, 7:30 sta all'aeroporto. Allora, vieni 20 minuti prima.
You just kind of choose the bus that leaves the quickest, and so we got on a bus, put our bag downstairs, you buy the ticket right before you get on the bus. It costs €4, and our bus leaves in about 15 minutes to the airport. That's the check-in for the other airline, yeah? We got checked into our flight, but it was complete chaos. We're flying with SAS, but they have been kind of completely unhelpful, not really helpful at all. She put a tag on our bag, but then said to bring it to the elevator, and then just continued talking and didn't tell us any information. Finally, after standing in a wrong line a number of times, we finally got our bag to the elevator. And I don't know where our bag went, and now we are trying to get through immigration, but it's just out of control.
Monitor and check the new gate.
This is just extremely hectic. Basically everything that can go wrong is going wrong, and so we got to our gate, and now they've changed our gate somewhere like kind of far away, so we're going to our gate now. This is such a disorganized airport, and everyone's like just running around like they don't know what they're doing, including us.
Welcome on board. When you're on your seat.
This is going to be about a 3-hour flight from Rome to Stockholm. We sat in the plane for about an hour before we took off. I guess the airport was really backed up with planes, but we are now in the air and it is time for lunch. This is quite the fusion little lunchbox. Sesame chicken with apple kimchi, black rice, and ginger creme. Oh, and then it does a taste of Scandinavia inspired by the world. This is down the lid. Break open my utensils. I'll begin with this chicken. Pretty cold. I'm not sure what this is. It's like, oh, I think that's the cream. And then a lot of salad down here. Oh, and that's mixed with rice. That's like the consistency of whipped cream. But it kind of tastes like cream cheese. It's like a whipped cream cheese is what it tastes like to me. And then I'm not sure, I guess that's all salad. Salad mixed with rice, maybe cabbage. It is actually quite refreshing and does taste kind of good. But I am also really hungry. That is oddly quite refreshing. With the exception of being awake for a few minutes to eat that small lunch, I basically just dozed off and slept the entire flight. Welcome to Sweden. This is my very first time to be here. We have decided to take the bus, which will take us very close to where the hotel is. But there is also a train option and lots of bus options to get from the airport to Stockholm Center. Hello. Will you pass to Fridolfsplan?
Yes.
Okay. Can we buy tickets on?
Yes.
Okay.
Love your videos, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
What's up?
Alex, hi. Nice to meet you. Hi.
Right as you exit from the terminal, there are a bunch of buses, and they all go to different parts of the city. We're going to an area that's called Fridolfsplan, which is, I think it's pretty close to the center, but this bus will go directly there. That bus ride took just about 30 minutes, and we are at a bus stop called Fridolfsplan. I think I was pronouncing that wrong earlier. Fridolfsplan. I think that's how you say it. And our hotel, we are staying at the Courtyard Marriott in Stockholm. It should be about a 5-minute walk from here if I can figure out how to get there. Let me check the map. Oh, here we are. I think we need to just keep on going straight. Stockholm is a really nice city. It's so clean, and also it looks so well functioning, and also it's so green as well.
I'm just gonna stop my car. I wanna take pictures.
Yes, definitely.
I love you.
Nice to meet you.
Stop here.
Yes, sure.
I watch you all day.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello,
Danny.
nice to
Hi.
meet you.
Shout out to Danny. Nice to meet you. And we're almost to our hotel now. Yeah, service is great.
Yeah.
Friendly. Everything in Sweden is so spacious. There's so much space, no you? An awesome start already to our time in Stockholm. We checked into the hotel. Dominica was very nice, and we got all these welcome snacks. They gave us all these welcome snacks. This is a bag of potato chips, and Ying and I are so hungry we haven't really eaten much today. Oh yeah. Those are really good potato chips. Nice spacious room. I think everything is spacious in Stockholm so far. Check out our view. We're on the 11th floor. And then over here into the bathroom. Oh, I will be needing this coffee maker pretty soon, or immediately. And then bathroom. Oh, it's so spacious. They got us a bottle of wine, a bag of fruit, some macarons, and I'm gonna try the next bag of chips, some Swedish sour cream and onion chips. Oh yeah, sour cream and onion, one of the best flavors of potato chips. Yeah, I'm really hungry right now. Sweden is so stylish.
Is this okay?
Thanks to Ying, she finally figured out how to use the coffee machine. I need that espresso. And we are really hungry, as I've already mentioned, so we're gonna go out to eat now. We are walking back to the metro stop Fridhemsplan, and we're gonna take the metro to a restaurant. I thought for dinner tonight we would go to a restaurant called Pelican. It's a little ways away, but a couple of you recommended it for awesome Swedish food and for like classic home-style Swedish food. So I thought this would be a fantastic idea and a great first meal in Stockholm. So that's where we're heading now for dinner. We're gonna take the green line all the way to Skanstull. So we're at the metro now. We bought the access card, and the man at the information desk was really nice and friendly. He said we could just buy one of these cards for both Ying and I, and then we just have to go take the metro and on a group access, and then we put 6 rides on the card, and I think it's 20 per person per ride, if I heard correctly. We just got off the metro at Skanstull station and now walking over to the restaurant. The weather here is amazing. It's very cool. I could almost use a jacket. Roasted reindeer, sure. And pelican mitas. This is an awesomely classic heritage restaurant, and on the menu it says that they've been serving Swedish cuisine since 1733.
Yeah.
And how long in this location?
From 1962. From
Okay.
this one. But this one has been restaurant from the beginning, from 1904.
Oh, okay. This restaurant, Pelican Restaurant, they've been serving food since 1733, but they've changed a number of locations. They started off in the middle of the city, and then in the middle of the 1900s, sometime they moved to this location. This location, though, has been a restaurant since 1904, and I don't think much has changed since then. This is beautiful. Everything from the tiles on the floor to the tables and the chair that I'm sitting on. These armrests are wonderful, and then it just has a really high ceiling, and it almost has like an open hall kind of like cafeteria feel to it, but retro and authentic. I'm gonna start with a cracker. Is it buttery? Or spread a good dose of this onto that. Wonderful cracker. It's like grainy and starchy. The starter has arrived, and I saw it on the menu and I just had to go for it. Steak tartare. The minced meat is on the bottom, the raw minced meat, an egg, and I think that's mustard on top, and then surrounded by, I don't know what this is, but diced up onions, capers, some herbs. I'm going to just sort of break that yolk. Oh, steak tartare. Oh, yes. I love it. Mix it up. Mix up that meat with the egg and the herbs. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm a huge fan of any kind of raw meat. Okay, I think that's good. I'm not even totally sure how to. Maybe I should just mix in the onions and the capers. I think I should just mix it all.
I guess so.
I think so. And this white. I'm just gonna mix it all up. I can't wait any longer. That's as good as I was expecting it to be. Oh, that beef just melts in your mouth. Oh, and then that mustard in there. That is like a, you can taste the horseradish. I think coming from that mustard. Oh, that's That's beautiful. And then you got the little crispy capers and onions, and the herbs as well. Wow, that is sensational. I'm loving every single bite of this. I tasted one of the little white strips on its own, and I think that is the little strips of horseradish because, yeah, it has a wonderful taste to it. And I think, so maybe it's not coming from the mustard. Maybe that taste is coming from those little white strips. It's just an extraordinary blend of delicious, though. So perfectly awesome. That was an insanely good start to this meal, and it went down so easily. I didn't even take a breath between bites. The horseradish was really nice. It did kind of go up my nose a little bit. Cleared out my nose a little bit. Probably the most well-known of all Swedish dishes are meatballs. These are huge meatballs in size, and then it comes with a gravy sauce all over it and like covers the entire plate, and then on the side are some pickles, and then also I think those are the lingonberries. I think the only way to begin is to topple off that first meatball, or maybe I should just slice it on top and see if it holds its pyramid formation. Oh, we got to get a close-up of inside though. Oh, wow. Oh, that's like very smooth on the inside. And I'm going to go ahead and dip that into the gravy and get some of those berries. Maybe try to maximize some more gravy and berries on top of that. The meatball has a very smooth texture. It's very, very fine minced meat, and then it's salty. The gravy is very smooth, and then I really liked it with those berries because that gives it a little bit of a contrast from the saltiness of the meatballs. Gives it a little bit of a sweet, fruity taste. That is really good. That is comforting. And that was a big bite. I had my first bite. I'll go for a little bit this time. The gravy is really good too. The mashed potatoes are served on the side in a little dish. I think I'll add some of this to the gravy. Put it right down there and then mix it with gravy. Kind of like milky and very, very smooth. I want to just taste what that gravy tastes like on its own. The gravy has a very sticky texture to it. It's almost like syrupy, and it has just a little bit of a sweetness to it. Almost like burnt or roasted molasses. When I saw this on the menu, I just could not resist ordering it. This is the roasted reindeer, and I don't think I've ever had reindeer before. It is, I'm not sure what it's sitting on, some kind of a loaf-like base, and then strips of the reindeer with mushrooms, and it looks like shaved apple on the very top. Let me taste a piece. Oh, it has a very strong meaty aroma to it. It almost smells like liver. Rub that in the sauce. I know I say this a lot, but that is so tender. It does kind of taste like liver. It has a liver, irony flavor to it. And then it tastes very, very lean as well. There's almost no fat in it. Very, very lean, livery, and it's just slightly disintegrates in your mouth. Wow, that's awesome. Awesome. It's really good. Oh, and what is this on the bottom here? Let me try some of that. Oh, I think that's mashed potatoes, but it has a very sour taste to it. Maybe there's some cream in there. Okay, another piece of this reindeer with mushrooms this time. Oh, the tenderness of that reindeer. Oh, wow. It is amazing. I'm gonna add on some pepper. Oh, this is some wonderful looking pepper too. Nice, that coarse grind. And I want to taste, what are these strips? It looks like a red apple. Oh, I'm using 2 knives. Okay, let me try some of these strips. It's very, very crisp. It's like crisper than an apple, but it has an apple taste. I think it's apple, but maybe like pickled apple. It literally just starts to disintegrate in your mouth. Oh, and with that pepper. Ying and I just finished with dinner at Pelican Restaurant. I've had some Swedish dishes, or I've tasted some Swedish dishes before outside of Sweden, but this is my first trip to Sweden, and I can say that this is my very first full Swedish meal. That was fantastic, especially the meatballs were good, but that beginning steak tartare and then that reindeer meat was awesome. But it was a great, well-rounded restaurant. It wasn't cheap, but really delicious food, and I think we're off to a fantastic start here in Stockholm. I'm gonna end the video for today right now. Thank you all very much for watching. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also make sure you subscribe for lots more food and travel videos, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you again for watching. Nice, like, tree-lined street, very close to also the Piazza di Spagna. I already put the cartridge of coffee in here. And coffee time. Does that work? I think that's gonna work. Whoa, like something's burning. Uh-oh. Whoa. Uh-oh, we've got some red lights flashing. Okay, that didn't work at all. I hope I didn't burn this machine. But I did put water in the back. We just got off the metro at Skanstull station. Skanstull? We just got off the metro at Skanstull. Skanstull?